All right, hey you guys. Welcome back to Total Dialysis. I didn't get a chance to post recently because we were dealing with Hurricane Beryl, and that was a whole experience. And so now I got a topic for you guys on that, which will be preparing for natural disasters, and that'll be a whole nother video that we'll be working on soon. That's pretty important because if you live on planet Earth, then you know. So this video is not about that. This video is actually about something really important: monthly lab tests. Ah, now I know that taking monthly lab tests can feel like can make you feel like a kid who's waiting for a parent to come and check on if you cleaned your room and you know you hadn't touched your room in a week. But listen, it's important. It is very important. These tests are crucial to you staying healthy. All right. See, the thing that about all this that you have to understand is that your body is used to handling waste and balancing minerals 24/7. Right. But once you lose your kidneys, you have to rely on dialysis to do that job for you, which happens just about 12 hours a week. And you have to think about that. You go from 168 hours of full time work to just 12 hours a week doing what you're supposed to do for 168 hours. Those 12 hours is making up for the 168 hours that you were supposed to your body was supposed to clean itself, okay? And so that's why these lab tests are so essential because they help your healthcare team monitor your body's needs, and adjust your treatment to help you kill it, to keep you feeling your best. All right. So without getting into vigorous details, this is just a let's call it a good glance over the monthly labs, what they are and why they are important. All right, let's go. And hey, bear with me. All right. I know my eyes are diverting back and forth between my notes that are made for this script. I'm still trying to figure out a better way to do this. All right. Albumin. Let's start with albumin. All right. It's a protein made by your liver, first of all. It keeps fluids in your blood vessels. It transports nutrients, and it gives an indication of your overall health. All right. Low albumin levels can signal malnutrition, inflammation, or infection. You typically want to try to aim for levels above 3.5 grams per deciliter. And if you're hitting 4 or above grams per deciliter, you're doing great. All right. So, eating a protein rich diet and monitoring your albumin levels helps you stay at a pretty good, healthy feeling body. Ferritin. All right, so ferritin is important because it helps store iron in your body. All right, it's vital for producing red blood cells and preventing anemia. Your ideal ferritin levels are between 200 to 500 nanograms per milliliter. You like that? Nanograms per milliliter. Your healthcare team will test your blood regularly to ensure that you're staying in this range and may recommend iron supplements if needed. Calcium. All right, you guys, listen. Calcium, that is crucial for your bones, your nerves, and your muscles. All right. For dialysis patients, maintaining healthy calcium levels help prevents bone disorders and cardiovascular issues. All right. Regular tests and possibly medications like phosphate binders or vitamin D supplements help keeps these levels in check. Sometimes if your calcium levels are too high, they'll go in your neck right here and they'll take out your thyroid. They'll take out some of your thyroid glands because those glands are major producers of calcium in your body. And without the kidney there to help keep them in check or to help regulate how much calcium it makes, sometimes it'll make too much and your doctors will get concerned and they'll some of them out so that you stop producing as much calcium as you usually would be able to handle with your kidneys. Phosphorus. All right. So listen, phosphorus is another key mineral, and like, oh my God, it's nearly in everything. And when I say everything, I mean it's in everything. There is nothing you can eat that does not have phosphorus, and it's annoying. It's very annoying. All right. Um, High levels of it can weaken bones, okay, and cause heart problems. All right. Um, if you have too much inside you, if you do not take your phosphorus binders the way you're supposed to, the buildup can cause itchiness. And I've seen where people have itched and scratched so much that they started bleeding from the scratching because their body just opened up and had holes. The phosphorus crystallized and they were unable to heal the way they were supposed to. It gets bad when it's bad, but you have to reach a certain level to get to that point. It's just best practice not to even find out. Take your phosphorus binders, okay? Your healthcare team will guide you on a low phosphorus diet, and I will have content on what a low phosphorus diet is and what the best foods are for a low phosphorus diet. And again, take your phosphorus binders, all right, that you're prescribed to help manage your levels, okay? It is important to keep your phosphorus level down as much as you can. Again, because phosphorus is in everything, your kidneys used to do that 168 hours a week, an entire every second of a day of the week, your kidneys was getting rid of phosphorus. And now it's only down to 12. So you got to help yourself out. All right. PTH, otherwise known as the parathyroid hormone. All right. So PTH helps balance calcium and phosphorus together. All right. Again, these are one of those indicators that when your thyroid is producing too much calcium, these are one of the indicators that they look at. All right. They also look at this that when you have high levels of phosphorus, sometimes it will also correlate to high levels of calcium too, which goes back to you're not taking your binders, you're not taking your calcium pills the way you're supposed to. Listen, my dietitians have chewed me out plenty of times for these things, okay? And sometimes I still mess up because I forget to take my pill in the morning, you know? All right. So regular PTH tests are vital because kidney disease can disrupt these levels. Again, because your kidneys are out, they're not controlling how much of these levels are being circulated throughout your body like they're supposed to. And as we said before, it can lead to bone issues and it can lead to heart issues. All right. So it is important that they consistently measure your PTH levels to see how much calcium and iron in your body is working together. And not iron, I'm sorry. How much calcium and phosphorus is working together, what their levels are, how they're affecting each other. All right? All right. Potassium. All right. So potassium is essential for your heart and your muscle functions. All right. High potassium levels can be extremely dangerous, typically affecting your heart rate. It causes heart problems. In fact, when I used to be a corrections officer, I learned that inmates on death row, we use potassium. All right. So high levels of this is extremely dangerous. All right. And it's important to stay on a low potassium diet, which can suck because some of the best foods there are is potassium bound. All right. You know, things with bananas, stuffed potatoes, French fries, cashews, red beans and rice. Listen. You gotta focus, okay? Focus on me. Low potassium diet, all right? Low potassium diet, okay? It's important. Manage these levels. A low potassium diet and exercise keeps your heart healthy and your muscles together properly. Okay? KTV, otherwise known as your hemo adequacy. All right. So the KTV ratio measures how well your dialysis is working. All right. A value of 1.2 or higher means your treatment is effectively removing your waste from your body. Okay. Monitoring this ratio ensures that you are getting the right amount of dialysis. Hemoglobin. All right, so hemoglobin carries oxygen in your blood. All right, we as dialysis patients often struggle with anemia, low blood count. So regular hemoglobin tests are crucial, especially since our body, the kidneys produce the hormone that tells our bones to make blood, the stuff inside bones. I know what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. Marrow. Our kidneys produce the hormone that tells the marrow inside of our bones to make blood. All right. And if you don't have any kidneys, you don't have that hormone being released to tell your bones to make blood. So the nurses would typically give you medicine for that. All right. So monitoring these levels helps your healthcare team fine tune your treatment to make sure they prevent anemia and help you stay energized, because if you have low blood, it's hard to function. All right, so this is also very important. Nutritional vitamin D. All right, so we're here at the last one. Finally, vitamin D is essential for bone health, immune function, heart health, and mood regulation. Believe it or not. Listen, we often need to monitor and manage these levels because they prevent bone disease. They support our immune system and helps us maintain just an overall sense of being, overall well-being. So checking your vitamin D is very important. Making sure you get enough vitamin D is very important. They might prescribe pills. They might tell you to get a little time in the sun, but not too much, because too much sun is not good for dialysis patients. Important thing is let them do their job. All right, y'all. So that's all of them. All right. Thank you for bearing with me while I read my notes to you guys. Okay. Listen, these tests are not just numbers. They're the key to you feeling your best and living a healthy life on dialysis. It's important to let your team do what they are supposed to do, okay? Because they have been trained and they are trying to help you keep your best life. But at the same time, you have to work with them. You do not know your body better than they do, okay? They may not feel the pain that you may be in, but they have the numbers to explain your pain. All right, they see what's happening on the inside and you don't. So it's important to be easygoing and to be workable with, to be easy, so that they can enjoy working with you, and so that you both can be around each other and be together while trying to stay healthy. These people are going to be with you throughout your life until you get a transplant. Even after you get a transplant, you still will have checkups with your transplant team on how healthy you are. All right, so it's always important to be an easy person, to be a people person. So hey, stay proactive, stay healthy, take control of your treatment, take responsibility. Okay. If you found this video helpful, make sure you to like it, share, and subscribe for more tips on living well with dialysis. And remember, it's not bad, okay? You have the ability to make it a good life.